Hey, how's it going? Today, we've got big things on the docket. We'll put in the final 2 big builds in the city. We're gonna need a lot of materials. We gotta do some material grinding, and we're gonna have to hit up the shopping district. Let's get to work. Once I finished up gathering everything underground, it's time to grab the beacon and head to the shopping district. We had a few things to buy, some dye, some stuff from the quartz shop, and then we had to head to the mesa. We needed quite a bit of terracotta, so I figured it was worth moving the beacon for.
Heat of the summer over desert land where the sun beats down like a cattle brand. No sign of water, but you quench my thirst. You're the only one living, and still you burn. You're a sight to see, so fierce, so free, such a mystery. Keep going your way, don't ever change, baby. I see you shining in a world of shade. Try to steal your color, but you still don't fade. I wanna take you to the after hour cactus.
And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, one singular pale oak fence post. It was a long trip to the pale oak forest. We found it. What do you think of these creaking guys? A little bit creepy.
I see your petals, I see your wildflowers.
Alright, that's everything. Now, it's time to build. This one's a big one, but I'm pretty happy with the design, and I think it's going to be perfect for the city.
I'm going away, love. I'm going to leave you. I'm gonna leave you here alone. I will sleep out in the darkness. The woods and fields are gonna be my home. Today there's trouble in my heart.
It was a little strange, but the further I got into this build, the more I realized this is it. This is the end. The last 2 builds in the city is done. I didn't get as much detail in the places I wanted. I would have liked for it to expand to the whole foundation we had originally set, but I'm still happy with the result. A lot of work went into this place, and it's pretty cool.
You say the wolves will come a-howling. They'll come a-howling at my door. Don't you know you're well acquainted? They've come a-calling many times before.
Okay, step 1 complete. Our AFK platform is installed. Now, it's time for public transportation. Let's head on over and build a train station.
When day is done, the night goes falling. The night goes falling as it must. You could have seen that it was coming, but you were busy kicking up the dust. I'm going away, love. I'm going to leave you. I'm gonna leave you here alone. I will sleep.
And here it is. Final build. Train station's done. Skyscraper's done. The city's done. At least, it's done enough for me. And I thought, since this is the last time we'll be in this world, we take one more little walk around. We've got the library. One of the first things we built in the city. The original downtown area. It was supposed to be like the older area of the town, right? Did a little bit of an interior here. This place really shines at night. The light shows through the windows. You can see the books in the background. The lampposts and the trees really frame everything nicely. This was Luma's build. She built this in our town and tried to match kind of our aesthetic of our original builds. And this came out awesome. And it's always helpful when you're building a whole city block like this to have someone help you fill in some areas. This was a more recent one. This was just supposed to be some townhomes for the city, right? There had to be a place that people could just normally live and own property in the city, right? So we built some townhomes. The train station is done. The platform we probably could have done a little bit more detail with, but I'm super happy with how these trolleys came out. Then we've got like these yellow barriers for where the people are sitting and waiting for the trains. I thought that came out pretty cool. It's a nice little touch of color. We did build this park too between episodes. I don't think I ever really showed any of this. It's not fully complete. We started doing path blocks and stuff through some of the areas. It could use some more work, but I'm happy with it just as like a side set piece for the city. Our iron farm, we built this not too long after we built the base of operations. We never did anything really on the interior here, but this thing has produced plenty of iron for us. I think it's been full more of the season than it hasn't, so that's pretty cool. The base of operations, we spent a lot of time inside of this build. Most of the magic happens down in the basement, but this place, it's one of my favorite builds, honestly. Just a nice little cozy place on the shoreline. Little fields, little chicken coop. It's almost got like a slight lighthouse effect with the upper part here showing through. Man, that new city building, our AFK platform for the mob farm, it really makes the city pop. I mean, it just really extends the skyline up super high, and it is absolutely massive. Especially when you're just down here walking on the street. I mean, this thing is huge, and it really gives you that nice, like you're in a city effect when you have to like look way up to see the tops of the buildings. It's just a really cool effect. I especially like this little alleyway here between the builds. This legitimately feels like it would to walk down through a block in the city. And finally, our wind charge shop. This is one of those builds where as soon as I knew I was gonna make a wind charge shop, I could already see the finished build in my head. And it came out exactly like I was hoping. I'm absolutely in love with everything about it, and I honestly don't know that I would change anything. It's one of those few builds where I just loved it when it was done, and it really feels complete. That's pretty cool. Might as well check our diamonds one last time. No sales. Not a lot of wind charge users on the server, but it was still a fun build to make. Check our rocket shop over here. Since this is our last day on the server, I think it's only fitting that we move our little profit here to Morg's end. He'll put it to good use, I'm sure. No rocket sales, unless Morg already restocked, which he might have. And that's it, the end of Lotus for me. I had a great time, met lots of cool people, made some pretty cool videos, built a pretty cool little city. But I've decided I really want to focus down. I want to get back to one series, and I want to be able to put all of my effort into it. And I've got something pretty big coming up that I'm pretty excited for. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. Have a good one.
Darkness.